Hello, welcome back to Glen Ives Craft Design. I'm Chastity Ives. Today we are making a card that is probably one of my favorites so far that I've made. We used stamps, we used coloring, we used some distress oxides, sprays, as well as the ink pads. And we also put some embellishments on there. And this is a first. I did a Slimline card. And that was pretty fun. It's, again, it's one of my favorites. I hope you stick around and check out what we did. And yeah, I'll see you on the flip side.
Okay, so today we are using the Picket Fence Studios Triple Trouble stamp, and specifically the triple pumpkins. And this was a lot of fun. I did have to ink up this stamp multiple times, and it still came out a little faded on the outline there, but that's okay because I honestly went back in, you'll see here shortly, with a black marker just to darken up some of those outline lines. But here I'm using a just scrap piece of paper with the stamp that I put on there, as well as then went in with some knockoff Copic markers using the brush tip. Um, I believe the colors were orange, vermilion, and burnt orange. And I just added a little bit of dimension by going in first with the light color, then the darker color, um, and just to give it a little bit of shadows and whatnot. I tried to find the proper lighting source, and the two pumpkins behind the bigger pumpkin, I tried to make darker the front pumpkin, making it a little bit lighter because the light in my eyes was hitting the front. So we'll see. It was, I think, successful. And then I fussy cut this out because I wanted. Oh, and I accidentally marked my paper with a the black marker, but that was okay because, like I said, I fussy cut this out, and I did speed this up pretty fast just because no one wants to watch me sit here and cut this. But yeah, it's probably my favorite stamp that I used recently, and I know this stamp set is probably a year or two old, but that's okay. I loved it. And so then I decided that I wanted to make a slimline card. So I took some distress oxides, specifically I think it's berries and villainous potion, and then I went in with black soot. You'll see me though, before I used black soot, I used lost shadow, and I decided real quick that I didn't like that. And then I just had this random piece of cardboard that I cut out from a from a soda shop where I bought my husband, like 4 different kinds of, I think it was hot pepper soda. And rather than throw the cardboard away that it came in, I just cut it out and then saved the Dr. Pepper because it is literally a perfect circle. So I wanted to use that to create the effect of the moon. Now, if I were to go back and change anything about this card, it would be the size of this moon. It is ginormous, and with the size of the pumpkins also ginormous, I think it's a lot. I did try to cover it up a little with some bats, and I did go back in here in a second and put a sort of darker, I guess, black soot on the bottom as an accent, just because I wanted the pumpkins to actually look kind of like they were sitting on the ground and the moon was and behind the pumpkins, and just a super full moon, I guess. And here's me deciding, where to place a couple extra bats that come with this stamp set. And so this one I think was just just a single one. And I went in with the Gina K stamp, or the black onyx ink, which is probably my favorite ink. I do need to re-ink it though. It is pretty apparent now that it was it's not very inky anymore. So then I wanted to come in with some splatter. And at first I got out a rustic wilderness green, and then I thought better of it and decided to rather go in with black soot distress oxide spray and sort of, not spray it on the card, but rather shake it up, unscrew it, then kind of hit my finger on the tube, so it creates sort of a splatter effect. So I did black soot, then a pumpkin one, and picket fence. And then I went in with the sentiment of trick or treat, and I put that on the moon just so it pops out a little bit. And then from there, I just wanted to make sure that, it was set up appropriately. And here I am going back in with the black soot to get a little, like a little shading on the bottom there. And then I already cut down a size, or the Nina Solar White cardstock to the Slimline dimensions, which I believe was 8.5 by 3.5 size. I may have said that backwards, but that's okay. This was like I said, this was my first Slimline card, and I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it a lot. It's a new shape and size for me, and I think I might do another one. And then there's me. I just put some backing, some dot runner on the back, and then I don't have an acrylic block or anything to, push it down. So I just have this stamp set. And then I wanted to put some embellishments on it, and then I thought, oh wait, I need to put something on the inside. And what I put on the inside was also included in the stamp set, which is "There is magic in the night when pumpkins glow by moonlight." And that's so cute. That's such a little sweet. That's such a cute little statement that I just had to include it. And so then I decided I wanted some embellishments, and then I didn't. This set that I have, I just got off of Amazon, and I've not used it before, but it's very green, pink, gold, and then a holographic sort of embellishments. I eventually ended up going with the holographic beads. So with that said, I then put 2 on the left side and then 3 on the right side, and they all come in varying shapes, or sorry, not shapes, but sizes rather. And yeah, that is what the card looks like, and it's so cute. It's so cute. Now I just have to figure out who I'm going to give this to. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.